Previously on William Weiser's Childhood Fears, William did his top 11 favorite special kids videos. Today, he is talking about a recent scary event that happened to him. What happened? Let's find out. And now, here is the man who's going to talk about his childhood fears, William Weiser. Hi everyone, William Weiser is here, and welcome to William Weiser's Childhood Fears, the first regular episode of this season. It was almost 3 weeks ago when this happened. On September 21st of this year, I woke up with a normal body inside me, but my mom overslept and woke up with a migraine, a serious headache. I saw her throwing up a lot of times and wasn't sure if she was going to take me to UTD or not, and if I didn't, I would miss class for a day. She got better later on in that morning or early afternoon and decided to risk taking me to UTD for a stippling project I was working on that involves dots and hatches and lines and stuff like that. Things went well for that class. When I got in the car, my mom got even more sick. And she was either about to take me home or had to go to some place to get the tires of her blue Honda CR-V fixed. At one point, when she was driving to a place, she fell asleep. I noticed it, and I tried to get her to wake up because I knew what was going to happen, but it was too little too late, and boom. We had a car crash. A really bad car accident, and that's the name of this episode of William Weiser's Childhood Fears. Car accidents. When this happened, it woke my mom up, and I made some endless noises that I tried to get to stop so I can speak or be quiet, but either way, it managed to work. It left me with a very bad spot on my arm, which, for the most part, it's gone now, but I was waiting for firefighters who showed up to put a Band-Aid on me, or doctors, but neither of them did. I was wearing my seatbelt, and I decided to sit in the far back of the car, because sitting next to someone who's sick, not my best idea. I could get sick too. The seatbelt left me with a souvenir in my stomach, and I would show it, but to quote Saddleman from the Plinko special induction on Game Show Garbage, "Keep the shirt on, please. This is a family show." I know that, and William Weiser's Childhood Fears is a family show, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to have the decency to keep it on at all times. So, and while I wasn't bruised that much, my mom was bruised in a lot of parts of her body, like her arms and stuff. She was taken to a hospital, as was I, in a fire truck. And when I was in the hospital, my only thought was, when am I going to get out of this situation so I can go home and upload more videos, because I have a lot to do, and I have an appearance on a StreamYard to make. Luckily, a nice police officer was there to send me home and all that stuff. It wasn't until a few days later, where I was at my cousin Robert's house for Yom Kippur, my Aunt Sherry told me about what happened after I talked to her about the story, and she said that she has this thing called a pacemaker. And it's what the doctors do to make sure that my mom is fully recovered from the events of this. She's working out with it fine, but because of the incident, she can't drive until she's fully recovered, and my mom's blue Honda CR-V not this one here, it's a different one, was in a pretty bad accident. And as far as I know, that's been the last time that I've ever seen it, along with a picture of it when she was really bad, pretty hurt. And I don't know if we're gonna see that again or if Mom's gonna get a new car, but she's had that blue Honda CR she's had the blue Honda CR-V for just over 11 years. And later this month, it'll be 11 years since my dad had a black PT Cruiser. And so far, that car has not been involved in an accident. So, lucky for Dad and the PT Cruiser. Now, this wasn't the only time I was ever involved in an accident. One day, when my grandma was alive, or around, she was trying to take me to where Sammy and my mom were. There was a stop sign. She didn't see it. A car came over, and we crashed. At least we weren't on the street that time. We were just in a small neighborhood. But I was as upset as the little girl was. Here, I managed to not cry during the accident. I was just nervous, worried, and frustrated. But I was able to walk just fine, and still am. It's just my mom that had some hard spots, but she managed to get through it. She came back home a couple of days afterwards, which was also on the 12th anniversary of the first Dolphin Tale movie, which I have on DVD. It's a fun movie to watch. And, yeah, we're all getting through this just fine, and hopefully we won't go through any of these accidents like this again. Since this, oh, and Sammy came back home on that day, which is great. But since then, because of this, Sammy has had to take me, Mom, and Dad to places where we need to be. But he's helping out great with all this stuff. So, thank you very much for watching today's episode of William Watches Charlotte Fears, and tomorrow on 10/10, I think this will be perfect. My top 10 favorite New Adventures of Winnie the Pooh volumes. See you next time for that. And I'm sure that list will be as sweet as honey. Until then, don't get scared.